I feel so pretty in this makeup. I love how it's still really natural, but there's elements of surprise. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, as I was thinking of what I wanted to film, I just really wanted to go with how I'm feeling today. And that means that I'm gonna do something with drugstore makeup. I just wanted to create a look that made me feel pretty using products that are affordable, that I absolutely love. A couple of these things are a little bit newer to my collection. Some things are just staples that I've missed using. And I just wanted to create a look that I feel really beautiful in, that makes me feel pretty, because the whole idea or thing that sparked this in me, I guess, was just that I wanted to prove again, I love to do this on my channel, but I truly feel that the price of a product does not in any way influence the quality or how you feel in the makeup, if that makes sense. And so I just wanted to create a look that's like so beautiful, and it's definitely going to be something you could wear for Valentine's Day, since that's this week. If you didn't catch my other Valentine's Day tutorial, I will have that link down below. I made a very simple, easy, wearable, fresh looking Valentine's Day look, so I'll have that link down below, or I'll put it right here. For this one, I really wanted to play around with gold and pink. I don't know, I just really wanted to do that, and I have some really awesome products that are going to help me out. All of these things are affordable or from the drugstore. Everything will be linked down below. Here is the before and after, so you guys can see exactly the look that we're going to get into today. I am very excited to play around with these products, and they're truly some of my current favorite drugstore products and just things that I'm really excited about at the drugstore right now. So I'm going to start with my eyes today. I actually did my brows off camera, and I used the e.l.f. brow pencil again. This is in the shade Natural Brown. I got this in my Walmart box, and I love it. It is so good. I don't know why I hadn't tried it before. I'm pretty sure this is only $2 at the drugstore, so while it's not like my all-time favorite brow product or brow pencil of all time, for $2, I think yes, it's definitely one of the best I've tried at the drugstore, and I'm really excited about it. The shade is really nice. Yada, yada, yada. So anyway, let's go ahead and prep the eyelids, because I want to do something really sparkly and golden. It's been a while since I've done like a full-on just plain gold eyeshadow look, even though that's like a classic go-to warm toned natural color. I feel like I have not done a look with gold in a hot minute. So I'm just putting on some Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer on the lids, and I'm just going to blend that out. And today I'm going to use this Eco Tools sponge. I thought I would use an affordable sponge today, and this is also one that I got in a Walmart beauty box. If you haven't seen those, by the way, Walmart makes these awesome beauty boxes that are like $10, and you get to try a ton of new products. So I'll link that video of me reviewing it down below as well. All right, now that our eyelids are nice and prepped, let's go ahead and set them with the number 7 translucent light powder. I love this powder. I think it's the best one at the drugstore. So I'm gonna go ahead and set that concealer just with this powder to make sure we have a nice canvas for our eyeshadows. And I'm so excited to use this eyeshadow palette again, you guys. There's just certain eyeshadow palettes that I just really want to keep using, and since I film a lot of videos, I try a lot of products, sometimes I don't always get to use certain products as much as I would want to, so that's why I'm going to use this again. It's the Profusion Wanderlust palette. I recently used this in a tutorial, and I used like some of the blues and the purples, and so I really wanted to go and dip into the warm tones over here with the golds and the browns and things like that. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to start by dipping into this shade right here called Coast. It's a nice neutral brown, and I'm just going to go ahead, start to apply this on the outer portion of the eye. I do want to create a little bit of dimension here, but like I said before, I really want it to be mostly golds. So we're gonna just have a little bit of soft brown going in the crease a little bit and on this outer corner, just to kind of define the eyes, but it's not gonna be the main focus of the eye look. Do you guys have any plans for Valentine's Day? What do you normally do? I feel like this year, I just kind of want to stay home. Last year we did that too. We just like ate dinner together at home, and I really loved it. So I think we might go see a movie maybe in the afternoon, and then just like make our own date night at home. But I want to know what you guys are up to for Valentine's Day. Do you guys have certain traditions that you do or anything like that? You should comment them down below. It honestly baffles me that it's almost Valentine's Day. I feel like this year just started. I just don't understand how it's already halfway through February. It blows my mind. It's crazy. All right, we're just gonna layer up the browns here. I'm gonna go into the one that's next to that shade. It's called Statement, and this one's much more of a warmer tone. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of layer that on top of the brown that we just applied just to warm it up a little bit. Nothing crazy, just adding a little bit. I'm going to hop into this shade right here called Chill, and it's kind of a nice yellow gold shade, and I'm just taking that on my finger and I'm going to start to apply that to the eyelid a little bit. I feel so crazy without nail polish on, you guys. To be honest, I've been running behind today and I meant to paint my nails before this video, but I just didn't have time to like wait for it to dry before I filmed. So my nails are short and they're blank right now and it's driving me crazy. I'm gonna paint them right after I film. So I want this gold to kind of be the base. If you are just using this palette, you could totally continue on with just that gold shade on the lids, but I really wanted to wear another ColourPop and Kathleen Lights pigment because I recently talked about those and I've been really intrigued by them. And I thought that the Lion would be a perfect pigment for this look because it's a true gold. It's kind of more of a glitter shade. So I'm gonna go ahead and dump a little bit of this out just into the cap. And then I just sprayed a little bit of the ColourPop All-Star setting spray just into the cap with it, and I'm gonna mix this up until it kind of creates a little eyeshadow paste, I guess. And then I'm just gonna take that and I'm going to apply this to the lid. That is such a pretty gold shade. I'm using the edge of the brush to kind of create a cut crease. It's not going to be as obvious as other cut creases just because the brown in the crease isn't too intense, so it's really not going to be anything crazy, but that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted just mostly gold. I wanted it to be a statement, but like a subtle statement, if that's a thing. All right, we're just going to set that pigment aside for now, and I'm going to take that third brown shade in the Wanderlust palette. It's called Nostalgia, and it's definitely more of a deeper warm brown. And I'm just taking that lightly on a Morphe R39 brush and I'm just kind of diffusing the edge of the gold with it and then using it to define the outer corner a little more. All right, and now I'm just going to take a makeup wipe, clean up the fallout underneath the eyes, and then I'm taking my finger to press down that line so it's not as harsh. All right, we're going to move on to skin. To prime the face, I'm going to be using the Flower Beauty Supernova Celestial Skin Elixir. It's been a minute since I've used this. I really, really like it though for priming the skin, especially during these winter months. Plus it looks really pretty in the bottle. You feel like an Instagram makeup artist when you drop it on your face, you know? But I'm just gonna take that and blend it out all over the skin with my fingers. I've got some lovely blemishes coming in from traveling. I feel like I always break out when I travel. All right, and then we're gonna go into foundation. I have been dying to use this again. I know this is not a new product. It's not something that you have never heard me talk about. I love this foundation. It's the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. I like to mix two shades just because I feel like it looks the most natural as far as my undertone goes. So I have LW2 and LN3. I just do a couple stripes of one and then I bring in the other one and I do some more stripes. The shades are similar on these, but the undertones are just a little different. So that's why I like to do it like this. I'm gonna take my Real Techniques buffing brush and we're just gonna go ahead and blend that foundation all over the skin. I really love this foundation. I just feel like it looks so pretty. It's something that I feel like works really well on my skin. Do you guys have a current favorite foundation right now? I know so many people have been loving this one right here, the L'Oreal 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. I want to know what your guys' favorites are right now. Comment that down below as well because I am very curious. I feel like it used to be that you could get away with drugstore products except for complexion products, if that makes sense. Nowadays though, I feel like the drugstore has really stepped up their game and I don't feel like you have to splurge on complexion products to have a really nice base that lasts all day. Everything looks really high end. I don't know. I just feel like there's been a ton of awesome newer releases at the drugstore that compete with high end and some are even better than high end products in my opinion. I'm gonna take my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Light. And this is what I'm going to use to add that little bit of coverage over any areas that I need a little more coverage, like blemishes and things like that. I feel like my complexion looks so glowy with that combo of the Flower Beauty Elixir and then the Physicians Formula Foundation. We're going to take the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Fair and we're going to put that underneath the eyes. Now I am going a little heavier with the concealer, a little bit, just because I kind of want to make this look a little bit more glam. So if you're wanting to do something slightly more glam for Valentine's Day, you could definitely follow this tutorial. If you want to do something though that does not have as much product on the skin, again, be sure to watch my Valentine's Day tutorial that I posted earlier. I will have it linked down below for you guys. And then I'm just going to take my Eco Tools sponge and blend all the concealer out. I'm going to start out by blending the cheek area a little bit, and then we're going to go ahead and blend out the concealer that is under the eyes and also down the T-zone. I think I said this last time I tried this sponge, but I really like the flat edge for getting around the brows. It makes it super convenient. All right, now I'm just going to lock the face down with some of that number 7 translucent powder that we used to set the eyelid earlier. I'm going to use this all over the face, starting by locking down the under eye area, and then I'm taking a bit of a bigger brush to just kind of press the powder on the rest of the face. I've also really been enjoying this product right here. It's the Milani Prep and Set and Glow Illuminating Transparent Powder. This is just something that I like to use as a finishing powder. So after I've set the face with a translucent powder, I just like to press this over top of everything, and I feel like it helps to bring a little bit of that luminosity back in without it being tacky. Like, since it's a powder, it brings back a little bit more of that skin-like finish while locking in your makeup even more. Okay, now I'm going back into Coast from the Profusion Wanderlust palette, and I'm just taking that on the same brush we used earlier, but I'm pinching the end and just buffing it across the entire lower lash line. And then I'm going to take what's left in the cap of the Lion pigment that we used earlier, which is the gold pigment. I'm going to take that and really start to line the lower lash line. And I'm taking this from the very inner corner to a little bit past halfway on the lower lash line. And I'm getting it on the inner corner as well. I just want it to be super golden, kind of all the way around that portion of the eye. Alright, I just opened a brand new L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. My other one was kind of drying up. It was a little bit old, but I'm going to go ahead and apply this to the top lashes. I'm going to do about 2 to 3 coats of this, and I'm going to really focus it on the lash line so that we can kind of create a false eyeliner look, if that makes sense. By really wiggling the brush into the lash line, it kind of creates that definition for you. And since we didn't use eyeliner, I feel like we need a little bit of that definition with this gold eyeshadow behind it. Alright, so now that we have mascara on the top lashes, I wanted to use this again. I don't know if you guys remember, I've only used it once in a video and I really wanted to bring it back. This is a burgundy mascara from L'Oreal, and I really enjoyed it when I used it in that video, and I haven't had a chance to use it in another video yet. So I wanted to apply the burgundy mascara on the lower lashes, just to create something a little bit unexpected. It makes things a little bit softer on the lower lash line, but I also feel like burgundy and gold look really good together. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that. I think that looks so cool. Do you see the difference? It's really subtle with the burgundy, but you can see it is different. I just think it's such a cool kind of different way to do your mascara. It adds something different without being too crazy. So let's move on to the complexion. I'm excited to put some bronzer on. I've been super excited about this Maybelline City Bronzer ever since I've tried it. So we're going to use this today. I have mine in the lightest shade, 100. And I'm going to take that on a little bit more of a precise brush first. This is the Morphe M405. And I'm just going to start to press that underneath the cheekbones to start to sculpt and bronze my face. I'm also going to apply it in the hairline. I feel like bronzer is the step where things really start to come together when you're doing your makeup. Is that just me, or do you guys have like another step that you feel like once you do that, you start to really see the full look? Like, is it mascara or bronzer? I feel like mascara and bronzer, I guess, are both the two things that really start to bring a look together for me. I'm just continuing to add bronzer down the neck, under the jawline. And I always like to take the same brush that I used with translucent powder, and I like to buff that over the bronzer just to really make sure there's no splotchy areas, or basically just to blend it to make it look like it's all one thing so you can't see like full-on stripes where I bronzed or contoured. It just helps it look more natural. The foundation on my lips is driving me crazy, so I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe that off right now. Alright, let's go into blush. I wanted to use my Burt's Bees Bare Peach blush. This is so pretty. I love this one. So I'm just going to take that on a blush brush, and I'm just going to smile and apply it to the apples of the cheeks. I truly love this blush. I think it's so beautiful and it's so flattering. I love a good peachy toned blush. Okay, I wanted to pull out this again. This is the Flower Beauty Glow Getter Liquid Luminizer, and I have mine in the shade Champagne Shimmer. I'm going to do a pump of that on the back of my hand, and I'm actually going to take a brush. This is the Morphe R36 brush, and I'm just going to kind of dip that into the highlighter and then really lightly start to build this on the cheeks. I do have a large blemish right there. I'm trying not to really highlight too much. We might not be able to avoid that, but I'm gonna try. But I'm just gonna try to apply this and build it on the high points of the face. I actually saw this technique from Nikki Makeup, who I follow on Instagram. I will link her Instagram down below. You guys, she is one of my favorite makeup artists. She's so incredible. I saw her apply liquid highlighter at the end of her makeup routine, or when she was doing a client's makeup, and she applied it with a brush. And so I tried it the other day and it worked out way better than I thought. Like, for some reason I thought a brush would really mess things up more than a sponge would, but in reality that is not the case. It's actually very, very easy and very nice. You just have to use a really light hand when you're applying it, but it really works. And I like to apply a little bit of that to the apples of the cheeks as well, so that when I smile, I have that glow there. I love that. And then I'm also applying it to like the Cupid's bow down the center of the nose. And I'm gonna take a little bit of what's left on my hand and just kind of press that in the inner corner of the eye, as well as a little bit under the brow. All right, I'm actually going to kind of assess the situation a little earlier than normal. So I'm gonna do it now. I'm just gonna add a little more bronzer, maybe a little more blush, just with what's left on the brush. And then I want to spray this Dewy Glow Mist. This is the L'Oreal Lumi Shake and Glow Dew Mist. I just want to apply a little bit of this all over the skin, and then we'll finish like the lips and the brows and everything like that. I'm gonna give it a good shake, and then let's spray this all over the face. I'm focusing it on the outer portions though, so that I really get the glow there. It smells really good. Let my fan kind of dry that off a little bit. I'm gonna press the skin with the sponge. My hair is down. I feel like a supermodel. And for the lip color, I really wanted to use this again. This is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Stockholm, and this is what's going to add the pink. You know how I said pink and gold earlier? I wanted a more pinky toned lip with a golden eye. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this. I'm not gonna use lip liner today, but I am gonna kind of overline it with the applicator. All right, and now I'm gonna take my Rimmel Stay Matte Translucent Powder. My favorite powder ever for reducing shine. I use this every single day. Does not even matter what other products I'm using. I use this on special occasions. I love this stuff. It is a staple in my routine, but I like to just kind of press that into the areas that I really don't want to shine throughout the day. The center of the forehead for me, around the nose, smile lines, and then the chin as well. I feel like when I sprayed my face, my blush kind of faded slightly, ever so slightly. I love blush, so I'm just gonna take a tiny bit more and just pop that onto the cheeks. I love blush. I'm gonna go ahead and set the brows with the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel. And that's gonna give us really nice undone feathery brows, which I love. I want the tiniest bit of gloss, and the only gloss that's sitting right in front of me is this one from the Walmart box as well. I'm just gonna take the tiniest bit of this. It's the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit Gloss in the shade Flirt Alert. I literally just want the tiniest bit in the center of the lips just to add a little bit of a sheen. I don't even want like a high gloss or anything like that. I just want a tiny bit of a sheen. So that's it, you guys. That completes this makeup look. I feel so pretty in this makeup. I love how it's still really natural, but there's elements of surprise, I guess, with the burgundy mascara on the lower lashes. The gold is light, so it's not gonna like make you look really crazy or like you have a really bold eye on, but it's bold enough to be eye-catching. I love the pink lip with it. I love that all of these products are affordable. You guys, I seriously stand by the fact that I truly don't believe that you have to spend an arm and a leg to create a beautiful makeup look or to feel beautiful. I love drugstore makeup. I get genuinely excited about drugstore makeup, and it's seriously my favorite thing in the world to just like prove that you can really create something beautiful no matter what the price of the product is. There are great products that are really expensive and great products that are super affordable. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I'm obsessed with how it looks. I feel like the complexion, especially today, looks really luxurious, and I just love how everything turned out. So let me know in the comments below if there's a specific product at the drugstore that you really love right now. There's been some awesome stuff that's been released, and there's also just some things that I have been loving for a very long time that I was really excited to pull out and use again. So thanks thanks so much for watching. Thanks for coming back to my channel and for being the best group of people ever. You guys are seriously the best subscribers in the whole world. I'm so grateful for you. I love reading your comments and responding to you guys and just having conversations, and I really love this community that we're creating because it's a space that I feel like I can kind of escape when I make these videos for you guys, and I hope that you find it to be a safe space for you to come and watch my videos. So thank you for everything you do for me, you guys. If you're new here, hi, my name is Allie, and I would love to have you join the family. You can do so by hitting the subscribe button, and you can click on the notification bell to be notified on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays every single time I post my videos. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you all in my next video. Love you. Bye!